again, YouTube, and Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Day tomorrow, and personally I can't wait. My presents are right under my tree over there, and just can't wait. I love Christmas. Turns me into a big kid. So I'm going to finish off my top 5 Christmas films of all time, random film trivia style, and this one, I don't care how you define Christmas films, but to me this is the greatest Christmas film of all time. So here are the top 18 random trivia facts on Die Hard. Number 18. Bruce Willis received a fee of $5 million for playing John McClane, a fee that was approved by Fox president Rupert Murdoch. Number 17. Bruce Willis's exhaustion from his schedule, he was shooting the TV series Moonlighting at the same time as filming Die Hard, forced Stephen E. D'Souza to beef up the other characters such as Argyle, Ellis, Al Powell and Richard Thornburg, giving them more character and more screen time. Number 16. John McTiernan turned down the script several times. He felt it was a nasty piece of work. When he was eventually persuaded to take on the assignment, he was able to lighten up some more of the film's darker edges. Number 15. The following actresses were considered for the role of Holly McClane: Sally Field, Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn, Diane Keaton, Glenn Close. Number 14. The following actors were considered for the role of John McClane: Richard Dean Anderson, Charles Bronson, Bill Cosby, Michael Madsen, Tom Berenger, Nick Nolte, Clint Eastwood, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Richard Gere, Harrison Ford, Mel Gibson, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Frank Sinatra. Number 13. Hart Bochner, who plays Harry Ellis, is the son of Lloyd Bochner, who co-starred with Frank Sinatra in The Detective, which is based on a novel by Roderick Thorpe. Die Hard is based on the novel by Roderick Thorpe, Nothing Lasts Forever, which is the sequel to The Detective. Number 12. Much of the script was improvised due to constant rewrites and screenplay tweaks during filming. Number 11. Hart Bochner's line, "Hans, Bubby," was ad-libbed. Alan Rickman's quizzical reaction was genuine. Number 10. Deputy Chief Robinson says that John McClane could be a fucking bartender for all we know, due to his ability to spot a phony ID. Before becoming a well-known actor, Bruce Willis worked as a bartender. Number 9. Director John McTiernan found it necessary to smash cut away from Hans Gruber's face whenever he fired a gun. This was due to Alan Rickman's uncontrollable habit of wincing and flinching due to the noise and muzzle flash. When Hans Gruber shoots Takagi, Alan Rickman is wincing. Number 8. Alan Rickman nearly passed on the role of Hans Gruber, which ended up being his first film role. Alan Rickman had arrived in Hollywood 2 days earlier, and he was appalled to be offered a role as the villain in an action film. Number 7. Roger Ebert was one of the few critics to give this film a negative review. His main reason for doing this was because he hated the character of Deputy Chief Dwayne Robinson. He felt that the character was unnecessary, useless, dumb, and prevented the film from working. He did enjoy the sequels and later changed his opinions. Number 6. The original script called for terrorists hijacking the building and for a superhero cop to stop them. Director John McTiernan modified the script and changed the bad guys into robbers from terrorists. as he felt that the audience would enjoy it more if they were just taking a load of money. He also felt that the villains being terrorists would give the film a political angle, which he wanted to avoid. He also modified the hero from a superhero cop into a flawed man who rises to the occasion in dire circumstances, as he felt that the audience would identify with an everyman more. Number 5. The scene where John McClane meets Hans Gruber was unrehearsed to create a greater feeling of spontaneity between the two actors. Number 4. The scene in which Hans Gruber and John McClane meet was inserted into the script after it was found out that Alan Rickman was very proficient at mimicking American accents. The filmmakers had been trying to find a way for the two characters to meet prior to the climax and capitalised on Rickman's talent. Number 3. At the suggestion of director John McTiernan, Ludwig van Beethoven's Ode to Joy, 9th Symphony, 4th Movement, to be the theme for the robbers. Hans Gruber even hums it at one point in the film when he is in the elevator with Mr. Takagi. Film composer Michael Kamen thought it would be sacrilege to use Beethoven's Ode to Joy, 9th Symphony, 4th Movement in an action film. He said to John McTiernan, "I will make mincemeat out of Wagner or Strauss for you, but why Beethoven?" McTiernan replied that Ode to Joy had been the theme for the ultra-violence in Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange. Kamen, a Kubrick fan, then agreed. Number 2. For the shot where Hans Gruber falls from the top of Nakatomi Plaza, Alan Rickman was actually falling from a 21-foot high model. Alan Rickman was holding on to a stunt man and was going to fall onto an airbag. To get the right reaction, the stuntman let go of Rickman on the count of 2, not 3. Number 1. I'm just going to leave this here for a few seconds. So that concludes the top 18 random trivia facts on Die Hard, and that also concludes my top 5 Christmas films of all time, random film trivia style. So I'm just going to leave you with a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope you all get all of the presents that you really, really wanted, especially you kids out there asking for those PS4s or Xbox Ones, the latest gadgets or the latest films, etc. Hope you get everything that you want. So Merry Christmas, guys. We'll be back next week with my top 20 disappointing films of 2016. So stay tuned, keep an eye out, and we will see you soon for more videos here on Directive 4. Merry Christmas.